Welcome everyone. You're in chair yoga and I am Angie. Wherever you're at, I'm glad that you're here. This is a class where we use the chair for pretty much all of our poses. We may be sitting for most of them. Sometimes I'll have you come up and we'll be using the chair to support us. So the important thing about a chair is that it's not going to slide if we are in a standing position. So just make sure that you have a chair, that it's comfortable, that's not too high where you can place both feet to the floor. If you happen to be in proportions where your feet never touch the floor, you can always place blocks underneath them and use the blocks to get your feet so that you can come to almost a 90 degree at the ankle, at the knees, and making sure that the knees are under your ankles. Sorry, knees are over the ankles. So, and just making sure that both sit bones are comfortable in the chair. Also, knowing that you need a block. I like to use a block right behind me to remind me of good posture. So, sitting up tall and just noticing if you start to slump forward, you'll start feeling a little bit more pressure of your lower back, your sacrum against that block. Lift up and then just feel it gently touching as the torso lifts and the top of the head lifts all the way up. One other thing I like to have is a strap. All right, I have a yoga strap. There's different variations of yoga strap. You have simple yoga straps that are just one piece of material. Others can have loops inside of them with a little extra cushioning, no need. You can use a resistance band if you have nothing else. If you can't find a belt, you can even use a belt that you don't care about and you don't mind placing it at the base of your foot and extending out. So just make sure that it's long enough for you to be able to hold with your arms bent. Alright, so if it's too short and your arms are forward, that means your posture is going to droop forward because you don't have the length in the strap. So I need to make sure that you can sit up nice and tall. I put my volume down. Alright, any comments before we start, please put them in. If you can't hear me, if the sound of the music is too loud. Any other questions? Let's see. Margie, hey, good you're here. I'm glad you're back. Hope you're doing good. So I hope you're all well. Here in Hampton Roads, it's stormy. We had power out down in another neighborhood, so hopefully that's not going to happen here. So if it shuts off, it's not me, it's power. So fingers crossed that we're not going to lose power while the storm rages and comes through. So I know Norfolk it hit first. Here in closer to the beach, it's starting to come. So let's see, who else is here? Okay, good. That was Margie. All right, let's see. So anything else? We will be working on fire breath at the end. So we had started it on Tuesday. So if you need a tissue, because we'll be blowing out the nose, all of our exhales. So if you need a tissue, maybe have one handy. And let's see, anything else you might need? No, what you may not need, hopefully, is shoes. All right, you can wear socks as long as they don't slip if you're standing. But otherwise, it's really good in yoga to root yourself into the earth. Really feel yourself stable. Usually in standing positions and stability poses, where we're on one leg, for example, you get much more stability when you have your foot in contact with the earth. So if you have to wear a shoe, that's fine. If it's too hard to take them off, I understand. So just to know that maybe, if possible, not to wear shoes. So sitting up tall, lifting through the top of the head, exhaling, and exhale the ego out. Inhaling, lifting up, reaching up, accepting where you are today. Exhaling, palms down, pressing the fingertips to the floor. Breathe. Bring the hands forward, palms are up, reaching up. Nice and tall. Exhale, hands, palms are down, and we're going to come into our meditation, our three-part breathing. Noticing, again, the feet, knees over the ankles, pressing into the floor ever so gently, just noticing the muscles beginning to contract. Feel the heart lift, the top of the head lift. And slowly begin to close the eyes. And if that isn't comfortable for any reason, just gaze gently down. Exhale, nice and deep. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out the nose. Now begin to count your inhale. And at the same tempo, count out on the exhale. So if you counted 4 on the inhale, hopefully you can count 4 on the exhale. It could be 3. Inhale, counting, noticing the chest lifting, the extension of the belly. Exhaling, notice the chest drops, belly button pressing back, shoulders drop too. Inhale to whatever count you were, 3 or 4, and pause at the top. Exhale, 3 or 4, whichever number you had, and pause at the bottom, holding it there. Inhale, pause at the top. Exhale, pause at the bottom. Inhale, pausing at the top. Exhale, pausing at the bottom. Now more fluid inhale, deep inhale. Exhale, and this time see if you can count 1, count longer on the exhale. Deepening that breath. Pressing more old air out of the lungs. Continue your breath work. So if you counted 3 on the inhale, count 4 on the exhale. If you counted 4 on the inhale, see if you can count 5 on the exhale. The challenge will be to double that number. Double the number for the exhalation. This is progress. It may take a long time, or you may have issues with your respiratory system, and 1 is enough. Continue to focus on your breath. Continue to notice the movement of the breath, focusing on it. And then begin to remove all of your thoughts. Direct your mind inward. the practice. That's why we start with our pranayama, our breath work. Knowing that you should be able to breathe effortlessly throughout the entire practice. Knowing that when it becomes labored or you find that you're holding the breath, it is time to back off, modify, adjust the pose, or take a moment to rest and come back to your breath. Knowing that there should be no pain in the practice. Pain, again, is the way the body communicates to back off, to modify, to rest. Inhale, arms come up, deep breath in, palms come together into prayer. Bring the thumb to sternum, rest the elbows by the side. Deep inhale, exhale as deeply as you can, all the old air out. We're going to do one Om. If you are comfortable with it, you can always Om on the inside. So deep inhale and begin. Om. Helping to center the mind, clear the thoughts out of the head. Maybe setting an intention for yourself or someone that you love, or for a concept in this world that you wish for, like peace, more love, harmony, patience. The virtues go on, the ideas, multitudes of them. And allow this also to center you in the practice today. Arms come down, reaching down into mountain. Press the feet to the floor. Again, notice the lift through the torso, top of the head reaching up, good spinal alignment. And hands come up, down onto the lap, neck rotations, chin to chest, and slowly inhale to a shoulder. Exhaling to center and inhaling to the opposite shoulder. Deep breath in, exhale to center. Inhale to a shoulder. And now you can take your time, use your breath as a guide, knowing that you can stay in a spot, spending extra moments stretching, breathing through that area of tension, and coming back when you're ready. Exhale, chin to chest, lifting up the top of the head. Right arm comes out, lifting up and pressing the hand on the left side. Just slowly begin to just gently press the left ear away from the left shoulder. Maybe extending the left arm out. Breathe. Inhale, switching sides. First, realigning the spine, and then bringing left hand to just above the right ear. And exhaling slowly. Just notice where you are. Maybe pressing the right arm out. Feeling the right shoulder pressing away from the right ear. Feeling the stretch. Breathe. Inhale, lifting up. Palms come together. Pressing forearms together. Clasping the hands. Begin your wrist rotations. Slowly warming up shoulders here. Noticing the shoulder blades apart. Sitting up tall, good spinal alignment. Feet pressing gently to the floor. Now bring up elbows a little bit higher if you feel that you can go up a little bit more today. Really starting to warm up the shoulders. Reverse the rotation of the wrists. Again, moving them to all corners of the room. Keeping the forearms glued together. Breathe. Maybe lifting the arms up a little higher here. And slowly bring the shoulders down. Exhale, bring the palms out, wrists pressing out, lifting up. Again, any shoulder issues, you can bend at the elbows. Breathe. Bring the hands down, back behind you, and slowly come forward with the heart. Mindful of the cervical spine. Chin should be about parallel to the floor. But listen to the body. Really squeeze the shoulder blades together. Opening up the heart. Coming forward, opening up the shoulder blades as you press forward, shoulders down. And really pressing forward. Inhale, nice and long. Staying here, palms come together. Maybe clasping the outer 3 fingers. And slowly begin to move in a circular pattern in one direction and then the other. They can be small little movements, or you can make them wider. Just starting to stretch the side of the body, the lower back, maybe extending through the front torso. Preparing for a side bend here. Nice and deep. Again, the arms can be out if you need to. Breathe, drop the right hand down. We're going to bend over to the right side with the left arm. Think of yourself against an imaginary wall. And that arm will be up by the ear. Really lifting up through the heart, to the top of the head. Opening up, feeling the stretch through your left side, through the right armpit region, and maybe even through the pinky. Inhale, tall. Deep breath in, realign the spine. Exhale, over, reaching over. Again, think of that imaginary wall. Breathe. Relax the head, but keep the heart tall, opening up through the side, right side of your body. Inhale. One more time. Exhale, over after you've realigned the spine. Really open up. Again, you can always bend the elbow. Maybe bring the chin down. Notice how the neck feels. Maybe bring it up. Deep breath in, reaching up. Exhale. Last time over. Again, bring that shoulder back, not forward, not caving in on the lungs, opening them up. Opening the heart, looking up, maybe if that's available, or bringing the chin down. Breathe. Inhale, nice and tall. Exhale, hands come forward as if you're pressing against a wall, a door, trying to keep it shut. Bring the palms down. Really press the tops of the hands as if they're up against the wall. Press those fingers in towards you. Good. Breathe. And back up. And side to side. Just warming up the wrists a little bit more here. And exhaling, hands come down. We're going to come into our cat-cow. So sitting up tall, press the feet to the floor. Maybe come forward an inch away from your block so that there's room when we do this to create the space to come back and get a nice back bend. So you see how far you can go. So that is our cat. As we come up, sliding the hands back, catching the chair, we come into our cow. Chin is parallel to the floor, mindful of your cervical spine. Inhale, bring the hands forward, press the belly button back, chin to chest. Breathe. Inhale at your own pace. Exhaling into either cat or cow. Deep inhale, nice long spine. We're going to just slowly bring up your heels. Noticing any crunching or popping is fine, just no pain. Shouldn't be any pain. Now bring the heels side to side, so in and out. Just warming up the top of the feet, the calves. And now the shins. Press the toes up and down. And again, side to side. Working a little bit on the ankles here. We're working a little bit more on the ankles in a minute when we do our leg lifts. Breathe. And press the feet down. Notice the lift. Find your Tadasana. So again, knees are over those ankles. Quadriceps are engaging. Glutes are engaging. I'm going to relax my glutes. I come down just a tad. If lift up, the glutes engaged. Shoulder blades are back. Arms come out to the sides. Pressing back. Hands are wide. Pressing to the floor. Good spinal alignment. Chin and jaw draw back just slightly so that you're right over the spine. What we do as we get older is we bring the head forward. This creates weight and tension in the lower back. I think the brain's about 10 pounds on its own. So notice as we bring that jaw back, and it is now supported by the spine, you'll feel more relaxed through the neck and the upper back. So try and keep good posture from the head all the way down. Breathe. This is mountain pose. This pose will be important for every pose we do from now on. Anything that requires one or two legs. Deep breath in. Arms come up. We're going to do a twist. So we're going to twist to the left first. Bring your right hand forward, your left hand back. Right hand can come onto your thigh. Maybe reach for the chair and find this twist. Still nice long through the spine. Breathe. And maybe on your next exhale, the chin will come back, looking over your left shoulder. And even the eyes can begin to look beyond. Just work the muscles in the eyes. Even here, you might even see the side of your nose. Breathe. Inhale, unwind, reaching up nice and deep. Good spinal alignment, chin back. Exhale to the opposite side. Again, clasping the left hand onto the right thigh, and then your right hand onto the chair. Noticing what you might need or where you might need to hold the chair. Breathe. Good spinal alignment, top of the head reaching up. And on your next exhale, maybe looking over your right shoulder, eyes looking beyond that right shoulder. Maybe you can see the inside, the side of your nose again. Breathe. Inhale, unwind, reaching up. Breathe and exhale, hands down, leg lifts. So we're going to begin with our right leg lifting. Press that left foot to the floor. Feel engaged. Maybe press back. Make sure that block, if you're using it, is reminding you of the posture. Chin and jaw back slightly. Remember your Tadasana. Pressing the left foot to the floor. Begin to lift the right. Breathe. Reaching through the heel. Point and flex. Your core is working here. Notice as the belly button may have drawn back just a little bit. Rotate in a full circle. Keep breathing. Again, you can always support the leg with your hand. Your opposite arm can help support the torso to help keep it into a nice long spine. And reverse the rotation. Breathe. Exhale it down. Press that right foot to the floor. Feel the strong torso. And then lift through the left heel. Pressing through that heel point and flex. Breathe. Again, you can always support the leg with your hand. Keep breathing. And rotate all hold the leg, and reverse. Really helps to warm up these big muscles of our body, the quadriceps, the calves, even the glutes are working here, but you'll feel it mostly in your quadricep. And slowly press through that heel, drop it down. Arms come up, reaching up. Really extend, again, anytime you need to, 90-degree angle. We're going to drop the left hand down, right hand is still up. Opposite limbs, core is engaged, press that right foot to the floor and lift the left heel. Press through, holding it here. If you're feeling strong today, maybe both arms, reaching up, breathe. Again, even if your arms are lifted, you can do 90-degree angles for shoulder issues. And exhale it down. Press that left foot to the floor, engage the core, shoulders back, and lift up the left arm and then the right heel. Breathe. Feeling extra strong today? Maybe the right arm will join the left. Holding it here. Working. Again, you can use the arm to help support your leg if you need to. Feeling a little bit of shaking maybe? Find your edge. Exhale it down. One more round. This time we'll extend it out to the side. Opening up and beginning to open up the hips. Right arm up. Deep breath in. Exhale. Left heel out. Extend out to the side. Really press that right leg into the floor, trying to make sure it doesn't drop in or out. Keeping that knee over the right ankle. Breathe. Inhaling back, reaching up and down. Opposite side. Find your Tadasana feet. Good posture. And left arm up, reaching up. Press that left foot to the floor. Extend the right heel. Breathe, and then extend it out to the side. Try and keep that left knee over the left ankle. Reaching out. You can always hold the leg. Breathe. Holding here. Nice long extension. Good posture. Coming back. Exhale down. Take a breath here. Arms come up. Reach up. Prepare posture. Bring the arms forward and down onto the knees, side to side. Still keeping the heart lifted. Just moving slowly, maybe getting a little deeper, noticing where you might be feeling sensitivity in the back, if any at all. Noticing right and left could be very different. Inhale, nice and long, arms come up, reaching up. Deep breath in, upward salute, Tadasana. Strong legs, strong torso, inhaling, upward salute. Prepare posture, swan dive forward. Really long spine, top of the head, reaching up. Hands then come to the knees. Breathe, maybe you'll use your block. And then come a little bit lower. Widen the legs if you need to, if you're finding you're having any issues with breathing. And then slowly come into your forward fold. Again, if you need to stay in prepared posture, if you have any heart issues, then keep the head in line or above the heart. All right? So, deep breath in and either stay in prepared posture or begin to lengthen and drop the head down, dropping maybe the block to whatever level you might wish to use it at. Maybe your hands come to your feet or the floor. And allow the head to hang as long as you can breathe without effort. Effortless breathing. Allow this to happen. If not, allow yourself to come up a little bit higher. holding on to a block to help lift you. Allow, if you are in full fold, allow the head to hang. Allow the opposite hand to reach opposite elbow and then hang like a rag doll. And press the tailbone towards the back of the chair, really feeling the stretch through the spine here. Inhale, hands come to your knees. We're going to come up one vertebrae at a time. So slowly press the tailbone down to the chair. Feel the lower lumbar reaching towards the back of the chair. Feel the thoracic spine begin to lift. Feel the shoulders start to come up and then the chin. Take your time. That was your first forward fold for today. Deep breath in. Arms come up, reaching up. Good. Exhale, down. Inhale, wide legs. So widen your legs. Have a block between the legs, at whatever height. If you happen to have two and you need to, just stack them. All right, just depends on how low the torso is coming down. So if you can reach the floor, great. If you can reach onto two blocks, great. So we're going to nice wide legs and feel the opening. Go as wide as is comfortable for you. The knees should be in line with the second and third toes. So if you're forcing those knees back and the feet aren't angling with it, then bring the knees in and adjust it so that you can get comfortably those knees in line with the second and third toes. All right, really need to protect your knees. Sit up tall, good posture, Tadasana with wide legs. Arms come down, lifting up. Exhale to goddess, really press, open the chest, shoulder blades are squeezing together. Breathe and come forward. Really press the feet to the floor. Press the elbows back up, shoulder blades are tight, lifting up, temple, reaching for temple. Exhale, arms out and forward, fold in wide legs. Use your block to help support you wherever you need it. And we're going to place the left hand onto the center. And that block is centered right underneath your heart, your sternum, or even your head, depending on the proportion of your body and where the arm wishes to extend down to. So knowing that we're going to begin to bring the right hand to the right knee. And then we're going to begin to stack that right shoulder up as high as you can. Maybe it'll stack over the left. Now try and keep your legs apart, knees are in line with those feet, and slowly bring your hand to the hip. Breathe. This may be it. This may be enough for you. Or maybe the arm can come up and you'll feel yourself twist a little bit more as the heart reaches up towards that hand. Breathe. Left hand fully flat against your block or the floor. Breathe. Exhale, hand that comes down to the thigh, to the knee, switches out. Breathe. So the right hand now has been placed on the block. Left hand comes to the left knee. Opposite side. So really adjust your feet as you need to. So if you need to come in a little bit more with the knees, with the feet, do so. We're going to slowly begin to lift the left shoulder, sliding the left hand to the left hip. Notice how it feels here, the torso. Press those knees back. Exhale, come up. Nice and long. Maybe your left arm is going to come up, reaching up. Again, it doesn't have to. It can just lay on your lower back and bind. Breathe. Focus on the breath. Exhale, hand comes to the hip, down to the knee. Both hands are on the block, nice and long. Deep breath here, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift up into prepare posture. Engage your belly button, your core back towards the spine, feet pressing to the floor, arms come out, nice strong torso, and slowly lift. Breathe. Again, you can always use your hands on the knees and slowly walk up. Exhale into prayer, bring the knees in. Windshield wiper, relax the hips a bit. Slowly, we're going to come up, nice and long. Oh, move your block if you need to. Find your Tadasana. Pressing those feet to the floor. And inhale, arms come up. If you remember eagle, we're going to bring the right arm underneath the left, crossing, and maybe you'll just catch the shoulders. Maybe this is enough. Otherwise, the arms come up and the forearms meet. Maybe the wrists might wrap around to face each other and the palms might meet. Clasping at the fingers and bring the elbows down. Holding it here. Sitting up tall, good posture. Bring your left foot in just slightly. Press it to the floor. Strong feet, strong legs, and lift up the right heel. Maybe you'll cross that right leg over the left. And this may be more than enough. If you can, maybe you'll bring that foot in behind the calf and squeeze the thighs together. Squeeze your forearms together or your hands against the shoulders if they're there. Breathe. Come forward just maybe 15, 20 degrees. Feel the squeeze of the legs. Hold it here. Engage your core. Come right back up. Unwind the arms, unwind the legs. Come down to Tadasana. Deep breath in. Get ready for the other side. Inhaling up. Exhaling left hand and left arm underneath the right. Okay, crossing maybe at the elbow. Maybe holding onto the shoulders is enough. Otherwise, we'll try and bring the forearms together and then wind the wrists around so that the palms might face together. Again, wherever you're at, this is your eagle. You're not doing my eagle, your eagle. Press that right foot in slightly. Tadasana, legs here, good strong right leg as the left heel lifts, comes up and crosses over. Again, this may be where you stay. More than enough. Or maybe that left foot might come around the right calf. Press that right foot to the floor still. Nice deep breath in. This is a really good opener of the back of the pelvis, SI joint. Exhale, come forward. Reach, reach, reach forward. Breathe. Bring the elbows down. Hold. Breathe. Inhale, begin to lift. Arms begin to unwind. Legs begin to unwind, reaching down. Shoulders up and back. Widen the legs again. Goddess coming up, deep breath. Temple. Goddess. Remember those knees in line with the feet. Really press the thighs apart. 5-pointed star. Back to Goddess. Now begin to bring one heel up, then the other. Working the calves a little bit more. Knees, thighs still pressing back. Shoulder blades pressing back, good posture, chin back, and hold both heels up. Breathe on your tippy toes, holding it here. And exhale, heels down, arms come up, temple. Exhale, 5-pointed star. Reach for the chair, lift up, lunge to the right. So we're going to begin to twist to the right leg. Find the block, maybe right underneath that left knee. And adjust yourself, supporting yourself with the chair, and bring that knee down. Nice and tall is the spine. Again, think of your mountain pose, the position of the back, the chin, the jaw, slightly back, head slightly back. Breathe. This is your crescent lunge. Begin to extend maybe, or your knee might stay on that block, extending maybe that left heel back. Finding a full lunge here in chair. Feeling the stretch through your left hip flexors, through the psoas. Left arm comes up, reaching up, heart reaches up just ever so slightly, and maybe your eyes gaze up towards your extended fingers. Breathe. Maybe the opposite arm can reach up. Breathe. Inhale, taller. Exhale, hands come down. Reaching down, bending that knee, adjusting yourself. And stay here for a moment. Maybe your left heel will reach up and you might clasp onto that foot. If you need to, you can always adjust the block maybe a little bit higher, and that'll help. And then we're not going to bring it necessarily to your hip. We want to press back on the foot against the hand so that the shoulder gets pulled back. So feel as your foot presses away from you and it pulls the hand back, the shoulder presses back. Nice opening here. Breathe. Again, you can just stay in your lunge. Exhale, release that foot. Extend, opening up if it's available today. Press that back heel around 45 degrees. And then we're going to bring the hip around to face the front. So you move the hip into an open hip position. The knee is still pressing back, a lot more stretching going on. This is our warrior two. Arms come out, reaching, extending, pressing the front foot to the floor, 90 degrees, knee over the ankle. Breathe. Reverse the warrior. So your left hand will come down to your left thigh. Right hand palm comes up, reaches up, extends as high as it can. Maybe further back on your next exhale. Reach, reach, reach. Nice long stretch through the right side. Exhale, come forward. Reach forward. And then bring the hands down. Come back to your lunge. And then come back to center. Opening up, releasing the hips. Nice wide legs. Arms come up, reaching up upwards. Salute temple. Exhale, press back to goddess. Press those heels back, knees back. And extend arms out. Reach down and come lunge to the opposite side. Finding your lunge here. Again, each side can be very different. You might be able to extend the leg back if you didn't in the previous side. So find that position, 90 degrees of the front leg, knee over the ankle. All right, the hip has been moved. The pelvis is now facing the side of the chair. You're going to begin to maybe not, extend that right heel back. Nice and long. Good posture. Remember your posture. The torso is vertical to the floor. Strong front leg. Right arm reaches up. Deep breath in. Feel that stretch. Maybe lift slightly more. Feel a gentle back bend. There shouldn't be any pain. Maybe the opposite arm. Reaching up. Breathe. Exhale, hands come down. Bend that knee. Again, we're going to try and stretch that quadricep a little bit more. So if you just need to stay in your lunge, stay in the lunge. All right, that may be enough. All right, and adjust this block wherever you need it, a little bit higher or lower. And then slowly begin to lift that right foot and grab it on the inside. Notice how it feels here. Begin to press away, bringing that shoulder back. Still trying to keep good posture for the rest of the torso. Just noticing the stretch here as your right foot actively presses away from the body. Breathe and then bring it back in and down. Shaking it out. Bring that leg out wide, about 45 degrees. Adjusting the foot out to the side. Full bottom of the foot on the floor. Lifting up and then adjusting the pelvis over. That front knee is still 90 degrees. And now the pelvis is facing the front of the chair. Knee, deep breath in, arm comes up, warrior two. Looking over the second and third fingers. Lifting up tall. Reverse warrior, back hand comes down to the thigh, front hand, palm comes up, reaches up. Feel that stretch through that left side of the body and really extend as far back as is comfortable. Press the feet to the floor. Really engage the entire body. Exhale, back to warrior two. Breathe. Hands come down. Come to lunge, hands come down, deep breath, adjust, and then slowly pivot back around, both legs, windshield wipers. Bring the knees in, and we're going to come up out of our chair for this last pose. A little bit more work on the legs. So, coming up out of the chair, however you wish, and coming to the back of the chair, holding on, nice and tight. We're going to find our Tadasana here. So, bring those toes up. In standing, we really do start from the feet up. You feel the palm of the foot pressing into the floor. Make sure that your chair isn't going to move on any of these. So if you need to adjust anything, please do. Begin to engage the legs. Feel the kneecaps pop up. Belly button is pressing in. Glutes are engaged. Shoulder blades back. Breathe. Arm, maybe one arm comes up, reaching up. Exhale, arm comes out with the foot. Both feet nice and wide. So let me angle this so you can see better. Nice and wide. And then slowly begin to angle those toes out to the side. Again, adjust the distance between the legs as you need to. Alright, and make sure the knees, again, are in line with the second and third toes. We're going to come into goddess. So really engage the glutes, belly button pressing back. Make sure you have a gentle curve of your lower back as you engage the glutes and bring the tailbone down slightly. And then slowly, as if you're sliding against a wall, bend the knees. Come down only as far as is comfortable. You shouldn't have any pain in your knees. Again, bring the legs closer, adjust the feet. Breathe and come down. Holding it here. Maybe one arm will come up for goddess, pressing that shoulder blade back. Maybe you feel comfortable enough to do goddess, full goddess. Breathe. Hold it here. Now exhale a little bit lower. Again, shouldn't be any pain in the knees. Come up right away if you need to. Holding the chair, we're going to come on off of one heel. Hold it there. Press those knees back. Press the quads back. And down. Opposite foot. Hold. Breathe. And down. Both heels come up. Do what you can. Press the knees back. Hold that chair. Good posture. Squeeze the glutes. Breathe. One down. Switch to the other. And switch. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe. And both heels up. Hold it here. And heels down. Lift up. Arm comes up. Stretch over to one side. Back down. Realign the spine. Opposite arm. And stretch to the opposite side. Inhale. Lift. Exhale. Hands down. And slowly walk the feet in. Shake them out. Tree pose. Holding Tadasana. Find your Tadasana. Engage your glutes, your core. Breathe. Left leg is rooting into the floor. Kneecap is engaged. Micro bend the knee, so bring the shin forward of the left leg. And now bring up the right heel. Hold the chair with both hands. And maybe lift that right leg. Exhale. The knee comes out to the side. And maybe the toe touches the floor, and that's where your balance is today. Maybe it can come to your lower calf. Maybe it can come up to your inner thigh. Holding it there. Opening it up. There shouldn't be any pain in your knees. Slight bend in your left leg. Shoulder blades are back. Breathe. Find that focal point to help you balance. Maybe one hand will come up to prayer. Maybe the hand can reach up and extend. Wide fingers. Go back. Breathe. Focus. Make sure the core is strong. That's what's keeping you up. As long as you have no inner ear issues, core is essential for this. Exhale, hand comes back to prayer. Bring that knee forward and down. Shake it out. Mountain pose. Root that right foot into the floor. Bring the right shin in to keep a micro bend of the knee. And then slowly begin to lift the left heel. Left foot reaches up. Breathe. Extends out to the side. Maybe that toe needs to stay on the floor. Maybe if it can come to the lower calf. Maybe you'll reach it up to the inner thigh. Breathe. Holding your chair here. Maybe lifting up one arm. Reaching. Maybe you're in prayer. Still trying to focus. Find that drishti or that focal point to help you focus. And then the arm might come up. It's progress. Each day can be so different. Each side of the body, each leg can be so different. Breathe. We're holding here a few breaths. You can do this. And exhale. Hand down to prayer. Maybe holding the chair. And then that knee comes forward and down. Shaking it out. Alright, last one. I'll do more profile one for this. Find your mountain pose, Tadasana. Strengthen the right leg. We're going to bring the left toe back. Maybe that left arm will come down. And we're going to lift that foot and maybe catch on. This may be it for you. Or this might be it. One of these. If you're feeling really comfortable, you found that focal point, maybe you'll press that foot away from the hand. The hand is still holding the foot. And really extend. Feel that shoulder come back, opening up, and then lowering the belly. But the heart is still lifting, the chin is still lifted. Breathe. Hold the chair and come right back. Opposite side. Find your Tadasana. Right hand will come down by your side. Hold that chair. And maybe your right foot will come back. And just begin to feel your balance. Find that focal point. Maybe you're able to lift the foot and find it and catch it. Try and keep the knee in close to the knees together. Try and keep them close together. And then slowly start to press the foot. The activity is the leg, the foot pressing away from the body. Remember in chair when we were down in the chair? So pressing away, the shoulder blades pressing away. Breathe. And lifting. Feel the activity. Keep your focus, keep your breath, breathe, breathe, and inhale, come back, exhale, relax, shake it out. Back in our chair, just a gentle windshield wiper here. So if you were in chair, you could have done those. And apologies for if you were staying in chair, but those could have all been done in chair. So your tree, if you've been in my other classes, I did do that for chair. And you could have just done what we did during the lunges in chair, just lifting up. So if you'd like to try it, go for it in chair. Deep breath in. Exhale everything out. Take a moment here, get a sip of water if you need it. And then find your strap. Bring that right knee in. And begin to find the strap at the base of the toes and extend. Reaching forward and grabbing on with just the right hand. Pressing that left foot to the floor, extend it out. Extend as far as you can. Breathe. Bringing it right back in. Just notice how it feels. Is it more loose, limber? You're feeling tight? Hopefully not. Stretching through will help. Bring it back to center. Lift up a little bit higher. Feel that hamstring stretch. And then bend the knee and come into our pigeon. Pigeon is really important. It really helps to stretch the hips, open up. Lifting up nice and tall. We're going to come forward. Again, reach with the heart. Reach with the top of the head. Nice long spine. Think of your vertebrae. Each breath, each moment, each movement. Think of the vertebra as they come and extend, opening up the spine. The muscles around the spine, the recte spinae, the longus, the trapezius muscles, all helping to elongate the torso and alleviate any compression from the spine, from between the vertebrae, the discs. Exhale, relax a little bit more into it. Maybe move side to side. Maybe grab the chair. Again, know what works for you. And releasing, slowly lifting. Hopefully you can still hear me. It's really pouring here. So lifting up tall, shoulders up and back. Bring that knee in, point flex, relax the ankle, rotate in both directions, extend it out and drop it down. Left side, pressing it in, find the strap at the base of the toes. extending the leg, lifting, good posture here, nice and long through the torso. And then grabbing with the left hand, still good posture, right knee still in line, tracking those toes, opening up, breathe. Coming back, switching hands, crossing over, breathe. Nice long spine, bringing it back to center, lifting up maybe a little bit higher, getting that final stretch through the hamstrings, bending the knee, coming into pigeon. Again, good strong right leg, lift up through the torso, and hinge at the hips coming forward. Again, opening up the vertebrae, lifting through, pressing the tailbone back as you come down. And again, know where you need to come. Know where you feel the stretch in that left hip now. And exhale, relax into the stretch. Shouldn't be any pain in your knee. 90 degrees on the foot really helps to protect the knee. Maybe grabbing onto the chair. Maybe moving side to side to find more of that stretch. Deep inhale, begin to lengthen the spine. Exhale, slowly come up, reaching up. Bring that knee in, squeeze it in, point flex, rotate the toes. Extend out through the heel and drop it down. Shake it out. Grab that strap, just releasing a little bit around the shoulders. And just come up, use your breath with the movements. Inhaling tall, exhaling through that difficult part. So I'm going to try and come back and reach back. I may have to come further apart. And just come back only as far as is comfortable for you. Take your time. Breathe. Arms should be fairly straight. Of course, if you have issues with the shoulders, you're going to have to bend the elbows. But just allow them to rotate, pivot in their socket, a humerus bone in the shoulder. Breathe as you come up. Don't hold the breath. Relax. And release the strap. Relax the arms, relax the hands. You may put some tension in them holding onto the strap. So open wide and close. Put your fingers onto your thighs and just press slowly on them, feeling the strength. Bring the fingers, the back of the fingers down. Extend one knuckle up, the next knuckle up, stretching through the fingers and down. Maybe a little massage. Pushing, pulling on the joints, opening them up, letting fluid back in. And arms come up, deep breath in. Exhale, allow the palms to drop onto the laps. Palms are up, excuse me. Shoulder blades are back. Nice long spine. Think of bringing that jaw back ever so slightly. Allowing the head to stack over the spine and be supported. Closing the eyes. Notice the breath, your natural rhythm. practice. That it is enough, that you are enough. You don't need anything else to make you who you are. Nothing can be purchased that makes you any better. That light within you is bright. Just let it shine. Arms come up, reaching up, lifting up. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, hands come down. Palms are down onto your thigh. Little fire breath here. Really gets all that old air out. And here we go. Exhale deeply. Out the mouth. Inhale through the nose. And we're going to begin. If you remember, it's short bursts, really pressing the diaphragm in. So here we go. Exhale again. Nice deep breath in. Notice the movement of the tummy as you exhale. And relax. Deep breath in. That was 20. We're going to go for 30. Do what you can. So if your number isn't 30, then do the number you think is right for you. So really working that diaphragm. Exhale everything out. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, quick short breaths out the nose. So, shake out your hands, exhale, palms up, relax, come back to your natural breath, relax the face on your next exhale, exhale, relax the tongue, the jaw, the neck. Feel the weight of the shoulders coming down the upper arm and resting into the knuckles as they surrender into the thighs. Open wide the toes and exhale. Relax the feet, the lower leg. Deep breath in, exhale, everything out the mouth. Stay in Shavasana for as long as you like and just turn me off. Otherwise, arms will come up, toes will rise, palms come together, relax the toes, allow the eyes to follow the thumb as it comes to the sternum, stretching the last bit of the cervical spine, lifting the chin. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you all. You give me so much joy knowing that you wish to practice and to continue to find that better version of yourself. Starting maybe with yoga, knowing that and accepting where you are. So knowing there's that light within you that is enough. Nothing else can clothe it, can add to it. It is perfect the way it is, the way the Creator made you. And with that in mind, remembering to be that better version of yourself every day by thinking kind thoughts, speaking kind words, and doing kind deeds. Namaste. And it's pouring over here. Looking for Usha. I hope she's okay. I hope you're all okay. I'm thinking of you. Remember to do some breath work every morning. Super important for the lungs right now. This respiratory issue going on, COVID, is tough. So try and get good, strong lungs. Work on your breath work. Fire breath, Bastrika from last week. Replay some of that and just work on just the breath work if that's all you want to do. So take care, be good. Miss you guys.